Greetings one and all. Delighted to bring you this week's insight. I am Shady Keynes from the Marketing and Education Unit at the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union Limited. On Insight, we share general information, news and updates about this great institution and the credit union movement in general. I encourage you to log on to any of our social media handles on Tuesday mornings for new episodes. Now let's take a break, then I'll come back with the details of this week's program. Don't move.
They don't call us Queen of the Caribbean for no reason. We are a diverse community of people who have built this credit union from the ground up. We are the Nevis Co-operative Credit Union. Ours is a family of hard workers. We are 5,000 strong and growing. Membership comes with lower rates on home, car, and student loans. We offer competitive rates on fixed deposits and an array of other products. So come on in, become a member, and discover why 5,000 people love their credit union. Nevis Cooperative Credit Union. Discover the difference.
Welcome back. Now, I can't tell you how often I am stopped on the street and asked about services among the various credit unions. People want to know if the credit unions are branches of each other, if the services are shared, and the list goes on. What I can tell you though is that although each credit union in St. Kitts and Nevis is responsible for its affairs, we do collaborate on certain projects and to offer specific services. In this week's program, we'll shed some light on the service offerings that are shared between the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union and any of our partners.
The MOUs provide guidelines on how members of the participating credit unions will be facilitated to deposit and or withdraw funds at either credit union during regular business hours, regardless of which credit union their accounts are maintained with. The process is envisioned to be seamless in execution, convenient for members, and at no cost to the members or the participating credit unions. The areas of service targeted are deposits and withdrawals only. The deposit service has two components: the over-the-counter service and the payroll service. I wish to highlight just four areas or four clauses of the MOU or MOUs for the benefit of the listening audience. The first one is identification. Members of each credit union shall not be allowed to do business at the other credit union unless he or she provides proper proof of his or her identity. And proper proof of identity will be given in the form of valid government-issued picture identifications, such as passport, social security card, driver's license, or a national identification card, carrying the photograph of the member. And this has been done to protect the members and also to protect the system. Photographs and identifications would be scanned and emailed to the respective credit unions to confirm that the persons withdrawing money in particular are the persons who should legitimately do so. Number two, anti-money laundering and the countering of financing of terrorism, AML-CFT. Where applicable, the credit unions will collect source of funds information for AML-CFT purposes and take all reasonable steps necessary for the proper processing of deposits. And that will be done to protect the credit union system specifically and the wider financial services sector from money laundering. Number three, the settlement of disputes. As in all human relationships, disputes will arise. So where there are any disputes that may arise between the parties concerning these MOUs, and the parties are unable to settle them between themselves, then either party shall refer the dispute within a specified time to a third party who is identified to be a professional with expert knowledge in the operations of cooperative societies and financial institutions, including but not limited to the General Manager of the Caribbean Confederation of Credit Unions, and such parties must agree to the action to be taken. And fourthly, confidential information. The credit unions acknowledge that for the purpose of these MOUs, they are required to supply the other with information of a confidential nature. The credit unions agree to treat any information received from each other as confidential, as if it were their own proprietary and confidential information. And this calls for an elevated level of trust amongst the credit unions.
Thank you, Mr. Newton. So, NCCU members, if you are on St. Kitts Forwarding, you can stop by the St. Kitts Cooperative Credit Union or the Police Cooperative Credit Union to do specific business. Likewise, if you are a member of the St. Kitts Cooperative Credit Union or the Police Cooperative Credit Union, we would be happy to serve you here at NCCU. That's how we'll end this week's Insight. Remember to stay connected to your credit union by following us on social media. It has been my pleasure to bring you this new episode of this new season of Insight. I am Jade Cates. Have a great day.